Regional Field Office, the Harpocratic Society, New York City, USA, 26th of June, 2000. The smell of old paper, books, and scrolls pervaded the underground level given over to the archives, and Gianna trapped her foot on a dense mass in her futile search for the light switch. Her right arm windmilled as she caught her glasses with her other hand. Fall averted, she stopped and took a deep, calming breath. She closed her eyes and pictured herself communing with the structure. Oneness with the brick-and-mortar edifice achieved, or so she thought, she slapped her hand to the wall where she knew the light switch to be. It wasn't there. Frustration charged the gates of her serenity, but the defenses held, valiant and steadfast. 3 paces into the room along the right wall. Gianna muttered the memorized location of the switch. I'll just back up to the door and reorient myself. A half step back, a second. Her confidence swelled. She took a full step and she backed into something at knee height, then sat heavily on a crate. Had the room been lit, Gianna would have seen an epic mushroom cloud of dust rising into the air from her nuclear-grade failure. Not for the first time, Gianna cursed her supposed mentor's oddball criteria for advancing her novitiate. Find the archive's light switch without a light, while on an assigned search. I'd like to see him find this never-sufficiently damned light switch, Gianna growled as she fished a tiny flashlight out of her pocket. A quick click of a button and the palm-sized modern torch illuminated a circle in front of her. She swung the light around and gaped at the distance to the entrance. She sat on a crate over twice as far into the archives as she thought she was. For just a moment, no longer than 2 heartbeats, she gave in to frustration and allowed her shoulders to slump. But after that moment, she stood, tromped to the switch, and flicked on the lights. The archives of the New York City field office didn't quite rival the warehouse at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, but it was a near thing. She had yet to pace out the basement level, but just looking down the rows and aisles of shelves filled to bursting with crates, tomes, grimoires, scrolls, and countless other items, the space appeared to be at least twice the size of the building's exterior footprint. She turned off her flashlight and returned it to her pocket as she examined the note that Master Gregory gave her. Benedictine Collection, Box 57. She went to the index that was slightly more accurate than a card catalog assembled and curated by a blind drunk and sought the entry for the Benedictine collection. Aisles 76 through 99, part of the Italian relocation during World War II. Gianna closed the index with care, lest another explosion of dust assault her senses, and marched off in search of her quarry.